the record button. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
But I can explain to you like through like seeing, how you're edge guarding and like where you could be improving, what the issues, what issues going on, like what could be what you need to like stop doing or what you need to fix and shit. So
Yeah.
we can
Just
see that through the lesson or through the VOD.
yeah, no, I'll definitely check out the Shep videos and just like quick preface, like throughout the entire set, like I am like way too afraid to edge guard this guy. I'm gonna be doing dumb, lazy, awful options, and
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be really frustrating, but that's just part of it.
Okay, for
Uh,
sure. Let
but
me
yeah,
remember to grab my spare keyboard so I can use the arrow keys. Ugh,
okay, for sure.
here
But
it
yeah, I
is.
mean, other than just edge guarding, I know that like general punish, I still need to work on.
Mhm.
And then I think there are a few spots where I was definitely a bit confused in neutral, so it'd be awesome to hear your perspective.
Okay, got it. All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. So you want me to, I guess, point out punish game, neutral, and edge guarding, like in the set. Like I remember last time we did a lesson where it was like we only did punish game specifically, but do you want me to like try to um give you ideas on anything I see, like whether it be neutral, edge guarding, or punish game?
Yeah, I mean, if that's workable, because I generally think that all three of those areas, I'm not like I need like improvement on in this matchup specifically.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah,
yeah, if you could point stuff out that like is like a glaring issue that I could try to snuff out, like that'd be perfect.
yeah, let's do it. Hmm. I don't think it's good to dash back laser here, just because you're so close to him already.
Yeah,
I think you could have. This is a pretty aggressive neutral start, but like you definitely could have just shined him there. Let's see, how close did you get with the laser? Hmm. Shine might have whiffed, but there's a good chance that yeah he shields here or he rolls. So once you get, because the thing about Falco is once he gets close to like once he gets here, he can like start attacking, but he can't really retreat from here. Does that make sense? Like he has
yeah, that
to
makes sense.
um what's it called? Your dash is just too slow to dash away from here. Even if he didn't roll, which he did roll and he still got rewarded for it, but if he didn't roll, he still could have like dashed right here. Like Geo would have dashed nared right here. He would have nared you right in this frame right here. Like these frames where your laser's starting to come out, he would nair you.
Mhm.
So once you get this close to Fox, like be ready to either like grab or like attack. Just like be more what's it called? Active here, I guess, when you're this close to Fox. Because this is the hard part. Getting close to Fox where you can like actually hit him is the hard part. So once you get here, you want to make sure that you are attempting to do something. So whether it be a shine, whether it be a grab, something that will get you benefit. Um,
Right.
and obviously we know at 5% it probably wouldn't be a good idea to downer him. So I probably would have just grabbed here. 100% grab would have worked.
Mhm.
These are good lasers. I think instead of doing this approaching downer here, like here laser, I think you could have because you're pretty far away from him after this laser, right? Do you go in after this one? Yeah, you're way too far from him to go for this downer right here. So what a lot of this matchup comes down to is like you're gonna realize that like Falco just he can't hit Fox like from this range. Like from here, like Falco is just too damn slow to hit Fox.
Yeah.
But um what Falco has is he has the laser game, right? So you can kind of like stop the Fox from being so like quick and mobile by shooting him with lasers. So instead of like lasering in or downering it after you shoot this laser, you could just like stop on a dime like right here and then laser again. So like laser a baby approach laser, or you can laser and laser again in the same exact spot. Or if you really want to call him out like running away, you can laser full approach laser um on his dashback. But again, that depends on the range, right? And at this range, it was just pretty reasonable to think that here this downer is not going to hit him, right? Because like
Right.
you lasered him out of the air here, which is good, but like Falco's just too. There's no way you're hitting him here. His shield would have came out instantly too. So think more about using your lasers to kind of close distance. You want to close the distance a little more before you want to like kind of go for a hit like that on Fox. So I would have tried to close the distance more before going for this, just because it's kind of how the matchup works. A lot of the matchup is like using your lasers to either approach or stop an approach. So I can explain it better the more like we go on, but
Yeah, I understand.
um yeah, learning different kinds of lasers to use are really important. But let's see if we do the same approaching down here. Good. Very good. Yeah, this is all good. Oh boy, okay. I see. Okay. Well, you do these lasers, which are fucking good, and you do this laser, which is also really good. Just turn around, wave dash back here, or just turn
No,
around,
dude.
backflip, grab the ledge. Like he's dead here. Like all you gotta do is literally. Oh fuck! I hit the escape button. Hold on, give me a sec.
No worries. I get so scared, especially for some reason on Battlefield. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I don't. I wouldn't get too down on yourself about it. But you did all the really good things here. Like this is a good edge guard you set up here because you covered him jumping with these lasers right here. So boom, back air him off. You saw him jump, cover his high up B with lasers, laser. He up B's again, you cover that. He drops low. Like as soon as Fox drops low here, like he's dead. Like he should just be dead every time. All you gotta
Mhm.
do here is grab the ledge so you can do it however you want. What I do is it's a little technical, but I do shine, turn around, wait dash back.
Yep.
That's one way you can do it. But he's so far below here that I'm pretty sure you have time to just like turn around, wait dash back. So just you gotta be comfortable with grabbing the ledge here because you did all the hard parts. If he's like close to the stage or like he's up being high, I can understand why like grabbing the ledge is a little scary because cover you want to cover him like going high or going straight to the stage. But the thing about grabbing ledge when you're edge guarding, especially against Fox, is when you grab the ledge, it forces them to do something like else. Like they can't just like go to ledge for free, right? And when you have the ledge, you can also refresh your invincibility, which inherently makes it easier to edge guard, right? Because you have more invincibility frames, giving you more leeway to edge guard the Fox up B, right? Because you might
Right.
just invincible through the Fox up B. So you want to make sure that you're active in trying to grab the ledge when you're edge guarding Fox.
So
So
is it fair to say that like and if it's not, please let me know. That as a general rule, when I get Fox like pretty low, grabbing the ledge is just like the first thing I need to think
it
about.
100% should be grabbing ledge should be the first thing you think about.
Okay.
100%. Sometimes if they're in a spot where um like on Battlefield you honestly might not have to because let's see. I think you could have just done a down air here also. But I feel like this is a Battlefield specific thing because Fox can't ride the wall here, right? So he can't really do like a cheesy wall ride and then attack the ledge. But I still think like you could downer this 100%. Like you should at least try to downer this. If you're gonna if your decision is to hit him off here, laser, 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 and then stay on stage. You gotta be ready to down her. Like, you have to. You can't just like I don't know what your plan here was, but
I
you,
just got scared, and then I noticed myself trying to just go for like a dumb like down smash. It's just bad instincts that like work on bad foxes.
down smash is so slow though. Like downer is a lingering hitbox, and it spikes them, like it kills them instantly. So
No, I agree. Yeah,
you should dare the ledge here, especially on battlefield because it's a little harder for them to tech. But in general, I do think grabbing the ledge is still better than doing that downer. I'm just saying, if you're already in that spot where you have decided to stay on the stage, you should at least try to downer the up B. But what I'm saying here is like, if you grab the ledge here, let's say you're grabbing the ledge right now, like right now as the fox is up being, you're grabbing the ledge. Like if I was you and I was here on the ledge, I would literally drop down, shine back here, and it would work. It would 100% like edge garden. So that's
right.
like the strength of grabbing ledge. You can get really easy edge guards when fox is that low.
I understand.
It just feels like it's the same thing as we talked about in the other lessons where it's like you're just not being very active whenever the character's off stage. You kind of just like stay on stage and like do nothing. Like you gotta be more like you gotta be more like willing to be productive and try to like hit him rather
Yeah,
than just like wait for him to come on and then like react or like just you just gotta be more I guess just
proactive.
yeah, exactly, more proactive and just be seeing like, okay, he's off stage, grab ledge. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the stage. He's gonna up B and I'm gonna downer, right? Like it can't be last minute decisions because as soon as you have him off stage, like you got all the hard parts done. You want neutral enough. He's off stage. All you gotta do is close this edge guard out. Which is honestly don't always think of it like that because edge guarding is not very easy and you don't want to let it get to your head, but you at least want to try to edge guard, right? So
Yeah, I agree.
because he should have been dead there. Like you should be up with stock right now.
I know, man. I
Sucks.
don't know what that's about. I don't know why I did that.
Get back here, grab ledge. A little slow here. So I don't think you need to do the shine stall. Because you grab ledge a little late. Yeah, you grab ledge by the time like I think you grab ledge while his fox was like I'm pretty sure his up was already started before you grab the ledge. So let's see. Frame by frame it. Laser. Cover the jump. Very good. Very good laser. But his up B's already starting by the time you are getting ready to grab the ledge. So you gotta recognize that the up B is gonna come out a little faster. All you gotta do here is just drop down and jump back here instead of doing the shine stall.
Okay, gotcha. So,
I only do that shine stall if it's like a repeated edge guard, right? So let's say he's at a lower percent here, like let's say he's at 60 or 50, and then I back here this, and then if I already know that he's gonna have to up B, then I'll do this shine stall to wait a little longer. Um, but here you grab the ledge really late, and you kind of just have to be ready to cover this up B faster because you know that he's gonna up B. You saw the up B come out before you grab the ledge. So you kind of just need to be more aware there that the up B is coming.
I gotcha. So I wanted to ask a question about these kinds of edge guards because I don't. This is obviously not like a good philosophy or not a good like flow chart. But I think the reason I went a little bit slower is because I expected him doing like some sort of like upside down V where he like would go up and then fall to ledge, and I felt like I would be too early, which obviously is not good. But like if I do the quick back air, can I still cover that up B?
If he goes high,
Yeah, if he goes high and then tries to fall to ledge, I
yeah, you
guess.
could just grab ledge.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just
Like I have
do.
enough frames to still do that?
Yeah, I can show you what you can do. Hold on, let me boot up Dolphin.
Yeah.
Fuck, where's my controller? So this is what I mean.
Hmm.
Where is it? Okay. You can do a back here like this, where you still grab the ledge. You see that?
Oh yeah, I
Do
see.
you see how I'm back airing, covering it high, and still being able to grab a ledge after?
Okay, gotcha.
You
And
can
that would
also,
have hit that
yeah,
upbeat.
that would have hit that up B if you did it fast enough, would have hit the up B, and you would have grabbed ledge. So if you went high, you would have been able to grab ledge. And even still, like if he does that high angle, I'm pretty sure you can just up B to the stage and then wave dash back and grab and cover it still, if you're fast
Okay.
enough. So like I said, it's just about being proactive. Like just at least try to hit the up B that is currently like he can do while still. This is an example of covering something and then being able to cover the other option still, or at least still trying to. So like you can do like the pro thing would do would be like to do this back here and then grab ledge again, or like I said, you can just back around stage and then wave dash back.
Gotcha.
So it's just about trying to cover both rather than hard committing to one. You gotta especially against Fox, because like when you burn his resources like you did, his options become pretty small, right? So let's look at it again when we have him off stage. So here you laser and you burn his double jump. He has no double jump, right? He has to up B here. So you know he can only go like kind of diagonal to the stage, or he can go high. He can't angle to the ledge, right? He's too low to angle to the ledge. He can't go straight up. He's too far away, right? So he
Hmm.
only has two. Can you see my mouse by the way, or no?
Yeah, I can see mouse.
Okay, so he only has kind of two angles he can kind of choose. He can kind of he can choose multiple angles. He can do like a diagonal straight to the stage, or he can do like a really tight angle. But regardless, these two angles get beat up by jump back here, right? Like
Hmm.
you could cover that with jump back here, and if he goes high, number one, he's pretty far away from the stage, so it's like kind of scary. But you should have enough time to grab the ledge, or at least try to grab the ledge after covering these two angles with the one backer you can do. So when you burn Fox's resources like this, it becomes much easier to edgeguard him, right? Because let's say he's in the spot without up being, like he's just in hit stun. If he had a jump, he could shine stall side B. He can mix up his up B height. It becomes much harder, right? But here, when you burn his double jump, like it should be an easy edge guard as long as you look at where he is on the screen and just ask yourself, what could he do and what can I cover, and can I cover it all, right? And I think in this sense, you could cover a lot here with just doing the back air and then trying to grab the ledge after if he doesn't if he
Hmm.
goes high. But you do this like shine back air, and it's like kind of like what like it doesn't really cover anything, right? Like, you're just too late.
Yeah.
If you yeah, you also did the shine kind of late. If you if you shine like right, if you drop shine instantly here, it still probably would have worked. But I don't think the shine is good because if you went high, I don't think you would have been able to cover it. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't really. I do this shine slaw a lot when I'm edge guarding, but I haven't really figured out why it's good yet. But you definitely did it way too soon. Like this still should have worked. Yeah, like if you want to do that shine stall, if you really wanted to do it, you could have done it, but you just did it too slow. Because the point of the shine stall is that like, rather than like refreshing, you're just dodging the Fox up B, right? So like you don't have to deal with it by dropping down here. The Fox up B won't hit you. That's like the idea of it. But you're just doing it too slow. And
Okay.
yeah, I'm guessing this is a tech club.
Yeah.
Does not. I think you should grab more when you laser Fox, when you're that close to him, because you probably can't get a hit because he has time to get his shield out, and you're not close enough. But if you're conditioning the shield after you laser him, you can just throw him off stage, or you can just grab him and throw him off stage. It's a good way to just get instant value out of your lasers.
That makes sense.
You're kind of doing the same, also, kind of only approaching your laser, just like laser, approach laser. Should just, sometimes you need to just laser, and then laser exactly in the same spot again, right? Because he dashes in instantly after this laser, and it comes this weird, like, range where, like, he dashes right through you, like, while you're approaching for your next laser, and, like, now you're just in this kind of, like, weird spot where, like, Fox is close to you, and, like, it's, Billy puts this really well. He calls it, a donkey space, and, I don't know if you'd consider this one a donkey space, but I'd consider when Fox is next to you, like, when Fox is this close to you, here, it's, like, a pretty scary, and it's pretty, like, plausible that he will just, like, do something random, and you will get hit by it. And he does, he kind of just, like, wait, that's just back, shine, and, like, that could have been prevented if he just chose to laser in place. So laser in place is really strong versus Fox. Because the idea of this matchup is, like, you're not the one who can just approach Fox. Like, it's not your place. You're kind of zoning Fox, and you're trying to keep him, like, you're trying to slow him down. And by approaching lasering, you're not really doing that, because you're giving him the chance to run through you, like we saw there with the when he ran right through your approaching laser. So you need to be more content with just lasering in place to stop Fox's speed. Is like the general idea.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think like I'm just really trying to rush it like right now, which is really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I do that, I was doing that more the last stock, which is why I think it went really well, and now I just like totally abandoned that.
I think it's because you knew you should have had that last stock or the
I
first
know I
stock. I
shouldn't be
mean.
thinking that though. I
Yeah,
need to
but
just
you
play.
really need to, yeah, you need to focus on your game plan. Like, don't let that get to you, and just continue like slapping them with lasers. Like, don't worry about forcing anything. Like, because number one, like, you shouldn't think that when you're playing. Number two, you just can't. Falco literally is slow. He can't hit Fox unless it's like very specific. It's like the hard part of this matchup. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you just gotta be able to like know when you need to slow down Fox. Especially because I don't think you're like the most technical player, so like you can't like someone like Sam might be able to just like run around and like fucking dash on Fox because he's like just insanely fast and technical, but like you don't need to do that, number one, and it's not very practical. So you should be more worried about, I guess, playing more methodically against Fox because it's all you can really do as Falco.
Right.
And once you get your hit with Falco, you know what you can do versus Fox. So like, don't worry about like being lame or whatever, like not being explosive or it being boring. Like when you get your hit, you will do Falco shit. It's just Falco. This is just kind of how Falco has to play this matchup.
Yeah, I understand.
That's a hard upbeat to cover.
Hmm.
So yeah, maybe. So I guess what I would do here is I would try to laser his angle to the ledge. That's like the best thing you can do here. You can also add tilt the ledge, but that's kind of like a hard read, hard commit to the ledge. But at this range, it's like there's a high percent chance that he will just try to go to the ledge because because you don't with how you ended up off stage with your hit. There's no way you're gonna get the ledge in time, unless you I guess what I would have done to get the ledge in time here is running a reverse wave shine here is the best way to grab a ledge.
Yeah.
But also the scary thing about that is he could just like side B instant here, right? And you grabbing ledge means nothing. So this is the kind of the hard part about this edge guard. But I do think this is one of those spots where staying on stage is kind of fine because you saw like it took you a little bit of time to get to this part of the stage because of where you hit him, and he's kind of more he's definitely like was way faster to action before you were able to get to the ledge. So um, I think shooting this laser here is fine, and you could have tried to shoot another laser like that to cover him going to the ledge is fine. Because if he side beat, you still would have been in a pretty good spot to like maybe cover it, maybe not, but at least you could have tried.
Mhm.
So in this spot, like there's like a good chance that he will go to the ledge because it's safe for him. So try to like, I would just try to go for that laser. It's really strong. And if you want to hard commit to reading the ledge, you can F tilt it. But like I said, let's try to focus on like covering things optimally and while still being able to like give yourself more like room to like cover other stuff if need be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm gonna write these edge guards down that I think you should focus on. Faster jump backers. Okay. And then laser to cover Fox up into catch. Alright. Yeah, so aerialing Fox at 0 is just kind of really greedy and really
Yeah, I know.
it's just I mean you just saw what happened. You just got counter hit out of it. Like you just gotta pay attention to the percents and decide and just like form a game plan. I think we've talked about this before, where it's like you want to create a game plan for percents so that you aren't letting like silly counter hits like this happen.
Yeah, I understand.
Good, perfect. This is really good. Good lasers. See how like you're disrupting his like approaches by like lasering? It's like kind of negating Fox's speed, and it doesn't really look like he knows how like really how to counter it very well. So you just got like a hit for it.
Mhm.
Um, unfortunately, you fall off.
Yeah,
Good done there.
just wave dash, do something different.
You maybe could have here you might have still been able to like full hop like rising shine wavelength to the top plat. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that part you mean, yeah.
Probably what I would have done.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so Fox being above you is really bad, and you don't really want to like uh head on like interact with it. So I think that Shep put it the best way is like you don't want Fox above you, and you kind of want to be above Fox because it's kind of hard for him to deal with you above him as well.
Right.
So if you feel like a Fox is like abusing the full hop aerial game against you. This was like a aerial off the platform, but it's kind of the same idea. Um, make sure you're using your full hops more. So like, if you know that he's gonna do this nair right here, you could just full hop like in place right here, full rising full hop, and then downer.
Yeah.
But you don't want to just like you're doing a lot of laser approaches right now, and they aren't really like working, and like he's kind of recognizing that, and he's just playing above you because he doesn't really need to do anything else. 'Cause you're kind of playing the game for him by doing those laser approaches.
I get you. Yeah.
I like those lasers. Look good. Nice. Grab ledge. Roll up. Easy.
Finally.
Ah. Oh, nice. Very nice, actually. Actually insane that you did this running shine. I'm not sure if it should have worked, but I think the idea was fine. Like, you could have done a dash JC shine here, and it probably still would have hit him. But really good lasers here, because like, you see the difference it is between shooting one laser and shooting 2 or 3 lasers. So, like 1, 2, 3, boom. Like, right? Like you played the neutral right, and he was unable to just abuse his speed to approach you, right? So like, let's look at it again. Like, right, laser beats him dash dancing. Laser. Oh fuck. No. Okay, here we go. Okay, so laser, you beat him dash dancing. Laser again, he decides to full hop over it, but you're kind of in a spot where like, hey man, like your full hop's not gonna hit me. Dash back, laser again, right? And now look at the spot, like you just got Fox to get close to you, and you did nothing, right? You didn't have to approach him, you didn't have to do some like approaching laser bullshit. He just did it for you, right? Like he just ran to you because he didn't know how to deal with your lasers, right? And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
got a hit for it, right? So. That is an example of like foxes at your level, like they're gonna have trouble with like laser game like that. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that was like a perfect example of like lasers being really good. I'm like writing things down while if I'm quiet, by the way. So
Oh yeah. No worries.
yeah. Okay. So I also think it's a good idea to pay attention to how the fox moves when you're lasering, right? So let's look at it, right? Laser, he dash chance, and then as soon as he hit him out of his dash chance, he full hopped at you, right? So
Right.
maybe next time, rather than dash back lasering, I would like laser, and then turn around up tilt here, right? Or turn around back air here. I'm not here in this spot, but just an example of like paying attention to movement and then making a decision off it next time you're in that position again.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
So Falco's lasers are really good because it lets you like do that. You get to kind of read your opponent's or like see how your opponent likes to play with your lasers. This is what it means when people say like Falco laser forces people to approach, right? Or they force people they force people to pick an option, right? So I want to like explain it once again because it's just such a good example, right? But like he's dash dancing and you lasered once and immediately he's like, I need to approach, right?
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
approach, and then you were able to just like see that dash back, laser, you got to hit. So that is an example of like great laser play and good neutral in the matchup.
I wish I hit that wave land, dude.
What the hell? Ooh, that wave line actually would have been nice too, yeah. I like the idea. This is actually a pretty good DI by him right here, I'm not gonna lie, because usually what I would do, what usually Foxes do here when I play them is they just DI away, and then I just do that run off double jump downer I was telling you about. But I think you also could have done an up air here. Would have been pretty good. Cause
Mm.
the shine waveline is good, but like he DI'd away. So like even if you wavelined here, like you wouldn't be able to follow this up. If you up aired though, even if you DI'd away, you might have been able to combo it down here. So I think based on the stage positioning here and his DI, I probably would have just up aired. Would have been better. And if you DI'd in, you might have been able to like do a nair or like even do a F smash. So I think doing
I see.
up air here would have been pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like I get why it's good now, but I feel like I would fail to recognize that in game, like the up air specifically. I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of random what my brain picks. I think my brain was just like, oh yeah,
Um,
Maybelline.
that's kind of like why we're here though, right? We gotta like think about other things you could do in more spots so that your brain is able to like remember those like specific things when they do come up. Because a lot of Falco combos are like very they're like flowchart in some spots, and then other spots you gotta like remember like there are other moves that you can use. So
So is it like the idea is he's in a really weird like corner part of the platform. I think he's gonna DI out. I should up air. That's like the equation.
it's not more so I think he's gonna DI out. It's more so like I kind of know he's gonna DI out because like if I shine, like if he DIs out on my shine here, he literally gets to like recover for free like with a double jump. So like for me, it's
Okay.
like I'm kind of like just like under the impression that he's gonna DI out, and like shine will just get me no reward here unless he DIs in. And I would much rather go for like the guaranteed damage on the up air and then maybe a follow up even if he does DI away on it rather than going for a shine, just because number one, this is a hard shine wayland to hit, even if he does the IN. But like I said, like it's just a high chance that he would DI away on your shine, and that's like that's like the risk reward, I guess, in the sense that like the risk being like how much damage am I gonna get here. I think the up air is the smarter choice, just because I think with up air at this percent you can still cover most DIs, like you can react to his DI and downer him. But the shine kind of only covers one DI, like one DI, and it's DIN, and then any other DI he does, he gets out for free. So
I see. I
it's
see.
kind of just like using the stage, just looking at the stage, because like maybe if he DI'd away on your shine, if he DIs away on your shine, but you're close, like you have more stage to work with, like you can run off and downer him, right, and do a pillar. But like we're like looking at the stage here, he can just DI out, and he he doesn't need to worry about getting pillared.
I understand. That makes sense.
You could have done the runoff ledge, double jump lasers here to cover him jumping.
Right, right. Did not expect side B there.
Yeah, you kind of have to though, because he's got a double jump, right? So he kind of he gets that next layer of mix up by having this double jump. Oh fuck. So like here, he has a double jump, so he has the option to jump instant side B here. But doing the runoff double jump lasers will beat him doing it, right? Like if you were here double jump lasering, he would have done that double jump, and your laser would have clipped it, and you would have clipped this side B as well. He would have
Okay,
like your laser would have forced him to side B lower, and then you would have hit his side B with another laser.
I see.
So you gotta remember, like you gotta look at his resources and cover them accordingly. So when you shine him off there, he still had a jump. You gotta be ready to cover that double jump with the lasers.
Gotcha. That was so bad, dude.
Yeah, this spot kind of feels hard because it's like, oh, I need to get in, I need to get in, I need to get in. But like, let's see.
I think just drop through lasers probably fine, right?
You don't even have to laser. I mean, he's giving you this whole like part of the stage for free by doing these double jump back airs, right? So you can just shield trap here and get back to the stage. Like your number one goal here when you're on the platform and Fox is kind of like pressuring you like this is to land. You just want to land. It doesn't have to be like off a hit. You don't need to hit him. You don't need to like do anything. You just try to land on the stage. That's your goal.
Yeah.
Don't
I
try to
understand.
force things because like you saw what happened, right? Like trying to hit him, you're like, oh fuck, I missed. Try to hit him again, and he's like, nope, I'm ready. So like, just try to get back on, try to get to the ground here. It's okay to like mix in platform aerials like that, but I think when he's like covering you, when he's like walling you, you gotta just be ready to, you know, just gotta be willing to take a landing as value as your value.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, dude, I just made that game so much harder for myself than I needed to.
Yeah, I think you kind of got tilted too because you kind of were just approaching a lot. Um, so kind of a rough game. I see you went Stadium game too. I like that. I love Stadium.
Sam, no.
Such a good stage. Yeah, again, your first idea as soon as you shot a laser is to approach, and I think he's kind of like adapted to it a little bit, right? Because as soon as he gets hit by the laser, what does he do? He
Shield.
jumps. Yeah, he jumps. So um, you gotta be more like aware of like the different layers of mix-ups that comes when you shoot lasers, right? You're right, he could have shielded, but here you kind of lasered him out of the air, and he kind of just like he kind of just knows at this point that like you want to, as soon as he gets hit remotely close, which you're not even that close here, by the way, when you hit this laser. So I'm not even sure if attacking is very reasonable, but even if so, like he's just ready for you to approach him. So like if you just lasered in place again here, like rather than dashing in, you just lasered in place, you would have beat him trying to full hop drill here, and then you could have taken space after hitting that laser.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to like pay attention to, um, I guess like your opponent's habits out of your laser. I've already written this down. Well, I guess I need to write a little bit more down. But what I wrote was remember to use more lasers in place because most foxes at your level will not know how to deal with it effectively. And I guess this like full hop drill is kind of like a lazy like way to deal with it, but like you're not really trying to deal with it, so it's working.
Yeah.
So I guess another big thing I would like focus on is pay attention to your opponent's options out of your lasers.
Right, yeah.
And like I said, just remember lasers are strong because when you shoot them, your opponent is forced to do something, right? Um, we saw it here, right? When you shot that first laser, he immediately chose an option, right? As soon as you lasered him, he immediately chose the full hop drill, and you should be able to take note of that and like play around it. Be like, okay, this guy full hopped after I lasered him. He didn't dash back or anything, so maybe I should, play a little more methodical against this fox, right? Because dealing with fox full hop directly is pretty difficult, right? You can't really do it. So if I play against a fox and they like full hop a lot on their first few like attempts or on their first few like interactions with laser, my I guess first thought is to be like I'm gonna laser a little more against this guy and try to get him to like stop full hopping because I can't really deal with it, but he can't really, if he's full hopping, he can't realistically hit me unless he tries to approach me, right? That's my idea. So
Right. That makes sense.
who is this guy, by the way? Is this a tournament set or
Yeah, this is a tournament set. This is Sleepy. He's like Box Fox, you
this is
know.
this is at Verdugo or?
Yeah, this is literally yesterday, yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
He like people are paying attention to him because he's only been playing for like a really short while and has already like picked up a lot of stuff. So
Hmm.
I feel like he's gonna be better than me pretty soon if I don't pick up the pace.
Hmm. Yeah, this feels kind of greedy again. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
Laser.
like assessing.
Laser again. So you did beat his full hop that time, but then you just like instantly ran in and tried to like china him. You gotta like look at the the probability of this hitting, like it's your distance. Also, number one, I think you're run shining way too much. Like you should dash JC shine here. Actually, I think if you dash JC shine, you would have hit him here. Like laser, that yeah, 100%. You jump shine here, you hit him. So I would say, I guess another thing I want to write down is completely remove running shine and replace it with dash JC shine. With Fox, running shine is really strong because he's got a really long dash slash run, right? So he can kind of make it work. But Falco's got a really slow initial dash and a really slow run as well. So you can't really like dash shine like this. Sorry I didn't notice this by the way, but you did it. You actually adapted here by shooting this extra laser. So laser, he full halts, and you're like, okay, laser again. Okay, and you hit him out of the air. If you dash AC shine, it would have worked. But this is an example of looking at your opponent's habits, using your lasers to do so, and then beating it out with more lasers in a different, you know, a different way, right? Because before, like maybe you would have just like approaching laser again after shooting this first one, so laser, and then maybe you would have approached laser again, and then you would have gotten hit by this full hop, right? But here you were like more content. You're like, all right, he's gonna full hop, dash chance laser, boom. So try to think more about like things like that in neutral, like you saw like him trying to do with your laser in one way, and then manipulating the way you shoot your lasers to beat it next time. So let's
Yeah.
say like instead of full hopping here, he dash backed, right? Let's say um, right here, he takes his laser and he dashes away. Maybe instead of aerialing in, because he's dashing away, you can laser and then laser a little bit more forward, not fully forward, but just because he's got a lot of stage to run with, right? But just a little bit forward to get yourself a little bit of stage positioning, right? So that's another example of like looking at your opponent's movements and then using your lasers to interact with them appropriately, right?
Right. That makes sense.
This is a spot where you could have down tilted, I think. Down tilt here would be nice.
I see. Yeah, yeah, that would have been really good.
Yeah. You gotta do those runoff lasers. He DI'd away, so you had enough time to run off and cover his double jump with lasers. But do you see how like when you throw him off stage, like he has to he has to burn a there's a very good chance he burns a resource here, right? Like he's off stage, like he wants to get a little more height, so he's gonna burn a resource here. By like, and you gotta be willing to cover that. But you gotta cover burning his resource with like with your lasers
Yeah.
rather than like what did you do here? Yeah, like you just aren't really trying to. You aren't being proactive off stage at all. Like you're not playing like I feel like you're not playing like you're at an advantage here. You're playing like you're like scared or like you don't feel like you should be hitting him here. But like you have to take advantage when he's off stage. Like you've earned him being off stage and it's like time to close the stock out or at least try to.
I know. Yeah, I need to figure out what's going on in my brain. Just get over the uncomfortableness about it.
Mm.
Yeah, I did another run shine.
I also don't think this is a correct spot to try to hit Fox because you were too far away from him when you did the laser. When he got hit by the laser, and he didn't. Did he get laser out of there? I didn't see. No. Okay. So lasering Fox out of the air generally means like you can go for a hit because he's in more stun and he has to go through like the landing lag of landing after getting shot by laser. But he got hit on the ground here, so like good chance he's gonna shield here because he's or full hop. So I would have just grabbed here personally, but
Right.
um you gotta stop these running shines. They only work because he rolled away and like another spot where like you kind of just like um sorry, one sec. Um fuck. I forgot where my idea was. Where was that at? Oh, okay, yeah. So like you kind of only got the hit here because like he's kind of like he just kind of got really lucky here. Like this down, I don't think this downer should have hit you. He was like dash dancing, or this downer shouldn't have hit him.
Yeah.
So just try to be more you gotta be more I guess intent, like more have more intent when you do your attacks rather than just like being like, oh, I lasered him, I'm gonna attack him. Like they need to be more um not like guesses, but more like reasonable times to go for an attack, right? So like when you laser him out of the air, it's pretty reasonable because he's got a decent amount of lag, but when you're lasering him, just because you lasered him on the ground does not mean you get to hit him yet. So I would think that in
Mhm.
mind more.
Understood.
Good try. I think on initial's fine. Good.
Oh,
Again,
man.
you need to just run off laser. Like you need to just be. You know, it doesn't always have to be run off laser too. Like if you think he's gonna side B here, like you can just run off downer, right? Run off rising downer to back to the stage. Like
Yeah.
just try to read something. Try to do something that would work rather than waiting and waiting and waiting. It's like he has the
Right.
ledge here. Like he can just go to ledge, and you have to be like ready to either cover if you're gonna stand on stage, and you're gonna let him up B to the spot. I don't even think you can. This angle to ledge is pretty hard to cover. Um, but you should have been able to hit him like on his double jump. Like you just need to be more proactive. Stop. Get it out of your head that you need to like that. Like you keep staying on stage when he's off stage. Like you can go out there. You're advantaged. So don't just like stand on. Like let's see how long you stand on stage here for like when you get him off stage. All those frames
Well,
could have been spent dashing off and lasering,
yeah. No,
right?
no, no.
So I think, and it could be nerves or like fear, but you kind of need to get it out of your head that, like, kind of like need to get over it and just try to, I guess, be more willing to take a risk to burn a resource.
No, I agree. I think what I'm gonna do is just like play against more foxes that recover like him, and then just try to always just run off laser. And then even when I get hit by side B, I'll just be like, okay, next time I'll just run off down air. Like, uh,
Exactly, yeah. As long as you're like trying, it's the important part. If you're trying to edge
yeah.
guard him, it's all good.
I need to just like make it a habit because clearly my habit is just to stay on stage and it's really bad.
Yeah, I mean it's just not has not worked out for you very much when it's happened.
Yeah.
I would have dash run off downer here, so dash jump, fastball downer, and then try to pillar him again rather
Yeah.
than doing this laser. Good lasers. So he did this like dash in. Sometimes he will do this dash in at this range, is what I've noticed. And what you can do is rather than doing this dash chance and then like laser, you can do like laser, dash chance, laser, and then get ready to dare in place as soon as this laser comes out. So when this laser comes out, you shoot him and then dare in place, like right here instead of dash chancing. You just dare in
Yeah.
place,
Yeah.
and it would have smoked his nair 100%. Overall, you're playing a little more comfortable this time, it seems like. Shooting more lasers. Just hit him upstage here.
Yeah.
The
It might have
percent.
been one of those instances where I just hit the C stick wrong. That
Yeah.
happens sometimes too.
I think we can do more of those back here than you think. Yeah, I think you can just punish him for doing this mismatch row. Back here. This is the benefit from this back here, by the way, because you're more out. You're fast. Like right, if you AC bared here, you'd still be in the lag of it. But you do that back here, and you're able to dash out, and you could just back here again, rather than doing this laser. I think this is a matter of like you just didn't like react to what was happening on the screen. So just be more active like on those back airs. Like, they're good for a reason. You can do them more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say add in these baby approach laser. Like laser baby approach, like end your approach like right here, like before, like right towards the end of the Pokeball, and just like laser again. Add those more to your game because you can't just like force these aerials here. Like you can't just force an aerial here. You're just too Falco's too slow.
Yeah.
You gotta work your way in. You gotta work for it to hit the box. Unfortunate there. Hard to beat a cover.
He just read me so hard. I was really mad about that. I think I just need more stuff to do out of invincibility too. Like he takes a lot of stocks off me.
Yeah, I like to just light shield and then full hop, or you can just go to ledge and ledge stall and then ledge dash. But invincibility is like one of my least favorite parts about the game. It's kind of just like a mini game.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
I think Mango does a really good job of it. So if you want to watch like Mango, he does a really good job of avoiding invincible fox. It's kind of just about like being tricky with your full hops and like sometimes going to ledge or sometimes like holding your light shield and shield dropping really late or full hopping really late. A lot of approaching, like a lot of full drift approaching lasers when you hear laser full approach laser. Just gotta be willing to laser a little more. Laser a little more. Laser. So you're stuffing his full hop out, but you kind of just like got bored, I guess. Like you stuffed the first full hop out, and then you kind of just got hit by the same full hop again. So I don't know. I think you I don't know if it's like tilt or like it's like boredom, but like you need to, I guess, just laser fox more until he like really gives you a juicy opening. Because these full hops like, aren't a very like, they only beat approaching laser, right? They only beat like approaching options out of laser. So you can just like if you keep making him like have to approach you, like he's gonna have to learn how to deal with your lasers like more directly, and like it doesn't. I feel like he doesn't really know how to do that, and you need to take advantage of it against foxes like this, because there's gonna be a lot of foxes at your level who are just gonna kind of full hop, and that's gonna be their end all be all like answer to a lot of your options.
Yeah.
Like here it's fine because it doesn't really have that much room, right? And you take the space. I don't like this aerial though. I think these few lasers were good, and maybe you could have hit him here. because of how far to the ledge he was and how close you got to him here. You might have been able to laser him here. Or not laser him. You might have been able to downer him here. So this is an example of like when you could try to aerial fox is when you kind of have him like stuck in the corner and he's like kind of getting a lot of his movements getting stuffed out here. Instead of doing another laser, you could have just I would have tried to aerial him here. I think this is a good time to do it. Good risk reward. He doesn't have that much room for the stage to work with. And if he full hops here, he can't really full hop drill you because he would full hop on the platform, right?
Right.
So, this is a spot where you could try to attack him. And I think it's just because like you aren't being like um intentful enough with your attacks. This is a spot where you have to see it and be like, this is a good spot to attack him, rather than be like, oh, he's just full hopping. I'm gonna like laser then laser in. Like it should be like I lasered him here and he's like kind of stuck here. Like I'm pinning him down here. I'm gonna try to hit him now. Because you did a good job of pinning down laser.
Yeah,
He's
he's
stuck. He's
noticed.
stuck. He's still stuck. But more so there's when you do this laser, like you realize like it looks like you recognize that he was getting stuck in your laser pressure, and then you took space, and then you're in a spot where like you could hit Fox when you're that close. Once you take space there and he's stuck, like you should try to hit him.
Right.
And this spot where you could have aerial is a little different, right? Because like he's shielding, and like he's not really stuck. Well, he's stuck in shield, but he isn't like taking damage, or he isn't like getting shot out of his dash chance. So he's kind of just shielding it, and then you kind of YOLO downer him here. Maybe
Yeah.
instead of like YOLO downering here, you could have at least like grabbed him because you saw that he was shielding. Okay, I don't think you should also be lasering this far away from him because you're giving up your advantage. You're giving up. You're letting him get out of the corner by doing this. So
Uh-huh.
when you're lasering this custom laser, you can hit him here. Like you can try to grab him or hit him here because you've already closed the distance, right? Like you guys are already pretty close to each other, right? Here, like when that laser hit, you guys are pretty close to each other. You could have hit him there. That's a spot where like you didn't have to. Cause do you see how like it's different when like you're close to him? Like you don't have to cover all that ground space with your dash. You're already there. So like that's like the range that Falco can play at when he wants to try to hit Fox. Does that make sense? Like
No,
those
that makes
ranges,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. It's like I I'm lasering too far. Yeah, I just need to be
Yeah.
closer.
You're lasering too far and then you're attacking from too far. Like you when you do good lasers and you get close to them, like you give up your space and then you try to run away. But it's like no, like you earned the space. You should try to like play with it now, I guess. Nice. Alright. It was pretty fine. I wrote down a
Yeah.
few thoughts from that game.
No, yeah, I think this was actually incredibly helpful. I think the big thing is I just like I'm yeah, like you said, I need to like laser from closer and like attack from closer. I can't be
Yeah,
super far away doing most
I'm not
stuff.
sure if it's like entirely laser closer, because sometimes, like I said, lasering close is scary, but it's more so when you find that laser, like, let's look at it again, right? Like, when you find that laser where you shoot him, like, you stop him, and you take space by doing it, like, I think it came out here, laser. When you find that laser where like you stop him and you're close to him, like that's when you can attack him, right? When you find yourself in that spot where like you lasered him and you don't have to cover any ground because you've already lasered him from a close range. That's what I mean by like when you laser him close and you can hit him. It's because you did a laser that is gonna beat him out on what he's trying to do, while taking space, right? Because you don't,
Yeah.
I don't want you to be like, oh, I need a laser fox when he's close. Like, no, don't always do that. It's more so like when you do a good laser and you end up close to fox, that is when you can hit him. Does that
Right.
does that like make sense at all or?
No, it makes sense. I'm like, you're right. It's not like lasering right next to Fox. It's just you have to find a good laser, and then that's your
Y-
chance to attack.
Yeah, exactly. It's like finding that good laser that'll get you to a range where like you're close enough to hit Fox. Because Fox has the privilege of he can kind of hit you from pretty far. Like he has a pretty far range because of how fast his dash is, and you don't really have that. But you have lasers, and that kind of is your like your key to like finding hits on Fox. And
Right.
yeah, that
Yeah.
that's really important to think about.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Find the good laser and then attack when it makes sense to do so, if that good laser connects.
Yeah. So I'll write that down. Use lasers. Okay. We actually just hit an hour, so I'm gonna cut the lesson there.